Hi everybody, how you doing today? Welcome back to another Let's Play. Where, today I'm gonna be playing Slay the Spire. No, Slay the Princess. Different game. Entirely different game. So, for those that don't know, Slay the Princess is a story-driven game. What? Let's see. 4, 3, 2, 2, 2. I need to stand up for this one. I've been sitting all day. So, chat, how are you? Hi there, Arthas. Hi there, Nicholas. Hi, Mikkel. Hi, Jug. Well, kind of hi. See you later, Jug, I guess. Boom. Gotta say, boss. It was definitely worth it, waiting for the pristine cut. Tidying up weaker parts and old version. Now, I did buy the DLC, which I'm assuming is what the pristine cut that you're talking about is. So I did get that. Well, welcome here in your Pokeball. So, content warning. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a list of specific content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these effects cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. I don't have an issue with that, but fair warning to you guys out there in watching land so that, you know, close your eyes if it starts getting too much for you, you know? Goose. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark places, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Why my hand be looking like that? Why my pointer look like that? Is it really a love story if I gotta slay the princess? The pristine cut. Wait, is that what I should have actually done? Should I have made the thing on Twitch the pristine cut to indicate otherwise? Wait a minute. Wait. Let me update my gaming tag. Slay the princess. Ah, yes. Pristine cut. Done. There we go. Welcome to Slay the Princess Pristine Cut. I was going to play this game a heck of a lot earlier, but I was told that I needed to wait till the 24th for the Pristine Cut to come out. So I did. Before I begin, you just want to point out there are only 2 voice actors for the game, and they do fantastic jobs. Hi! Poke, poke, boop, 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 boop. I have listened to some of it before, specifically the beginning section. And yeah, I have heard the voice acting, and it's pretty decent, pretty good, pretty well done. But seeing as this is my first time playing the game, let's go to new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Right.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So I've heard.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Really? The end? If I don't get rid of one person? That seems hard to believe, narrator. At the end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to the end of the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe, just maybe, I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? I'm a rogue after all. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Whoop-a-doop-a-doo. Sweet! I've always wanted to offer a monarch. Vive la revolution! Vive la revolution! Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave. So, boss, how you handling this? Well, Nicholas, you might want to stay in your Pokeball for this one. Probably, Arthas. Probably. So how are we going to handle this? Well, you see, first things first, I asked this question right off the bat. So, end of the world, what are you talking about?
About the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
That's problematic.
You have to put an end to her.
I like people. There are people I do like. How can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Come on, fact checks, please. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to bed, she's going to end the world is because, oh yeah, those are the same. Okay, but how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Ooh, I love that parallax effect. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, my other question is not there. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. If she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Does that mean we as chat go bye-bye, boss? Yeah, that's the problem. That's ultimately the problem. I like people. Chat, you're people. I like that. I like people. I don't want people to go away, but I'm not seeing how the princess could just boom, you know?
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But
yeah, we will.
A word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
Oh,
and the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Probably. Maybe. At the same time, what if you're spinning the honey-sweet lies? Well, I guess in this time it's the bitter lies that are more like coffee because it's just kind of immediate hate. I don't know. We gotta make sure we're the ones on top. Just make sure to look for any moments we can benefit from. True. Wait, can we vote on what you say from for some of them? If it becomes a yes or no kind of action, I'll throw a poll up. But yeah, I'll throw a poll up, and but that's gonna be on the rare occasion of the really important stuff, because like situations like this where there's 10, 20 options, it's not really great to try and use a poll that has a limit of 5 for chat to vote upon. For speed, speed of the game.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
So you say.
So sure, go talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Sure. I've got
you make your way up the short
finger.
path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
That's true. I mean, I could leave it to a vote, but at the same time, I do have ultimate jurisdiction. of the final result of it. Alright, you make your way to the path of the cabin and find a book.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I know, right? What is she, a dragon princess?
Ignore him.
We
He doesn't know what he's
slay
talking about.
dragons. What do you mean he doesn't know what he's talking about? Do I really not have any other options? Excuse you? Oh, I could auto? Auto pick! Oh, let's go! Is this just settings? Okay, music volume's fine. Window, yeah, no. Okay. That's the settings. So there's the save button. So what's this? Okay, so this is just a log of what's already been said. Gotcha. And then auto or fast forward. Well, I got no choice. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
That seems dangerous. You should be careful of where they put that.
The blade is your implement.
What do you mean?
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hold on, Mr. Narrator. It ain't my blade. It's someone else's. Whoever lives in this cabin's blade. I ain't the one that lives here. Time to enter the basement. Princess!
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Maybe. Or freeing her.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Princess!
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Sounds like you like the voice, hero.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Decorate? Yeah, I know, right? Hi! Just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. Lie. I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Okay. Sure. Hey there, princess!
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
That doesn't seem very comfortable.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
That's what I want to know.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Yeah.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Maybe. Don't be stranger. I won't be a stranger. Okay, for a second I thought I said, don't be stranger. Hold on. Let's talk a bit first. I'll see what I can do. Examine the change. Can we talk a bit first?
Okay.
Yeah, let me pull up a chair. Hi. So, what's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Uh-huh.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
So, you don't have a name?
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both?
Princess
Can you imagine
Princess.
being named Princess Princess?
That would be funny. So is Princess your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Examine the chains. Alright, well, so I'm the first person. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. I was sent here to slay you, and let's see. We'll do this one.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
No.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
But is it? If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? Yeah, come on. It might not be relevant, but I'm curious.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Here's a question. So is Princess your name? Remember, if things go wrong, you always have the look to fall back on. The look. What's the look? So is Princess your name? Meow. I'm a cow.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Yeah, that's real
Sorry,
story.
I've been down here so long,
Yeah, I know,
I
right?
guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
You right?
Okay, that's weird.
Okay. Everyone has a name, but shh. Come on, we've all used the look before. Are you talking about the smolder?
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Nah. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you've been locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Yeah, what's that?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
True.
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know
Do I?
better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Okay, Mr. Narrator, I don't think we do. I'm gonna be really real with you here. I think you're just jumping the gun a little bit. So what are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Is that true? Is that true?
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
What do you mean?
It's not like you'd believe me.
What do you mean? I'm gonna give you like. Oh, let's see.
That's a lot of options.
Yeah, it is. It really is. They're thorough. Let's see. Can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. You know what? I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
So you say.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
All
You're
right.
making a huge mistake.
Am I?
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Okay.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Why? Why not? It's a video game. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Okay.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Cut you out of the chain.
She offers the
how
suggestion
so?
with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Yeah, get rid of the hand that's holding us in place.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the
Excuse
click
me?
of a lock sliding into place.
Excuse?
Is someone else here?
Let's see.
Your shouts and pleas are
Hey!
met with silence.
Let me out!
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Let's see. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Alright, time to return. That's my only option
You
here.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
You're right, I could have gotten out of the building.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
What are you talking about? I'm not in a
I heard
mess.
the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Who's they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her
Whoa!
mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
No,
Or
no.
we could use it to free her.
Yeah, we could use it to free her. She is tied to a chain and won't be able to fight back if you
You
stab
won't
her.
like what
That
happens
is
if you
true.
do that.
You're right, I don't know what would happen if I do that. I haven't seen people want to do this, so save the princess.
Fine.
Hey, look, we just start
Against
over.
your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Wait a minute, hey, look at my hands. Look, that explains my hands.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of
She
her arm.
is very nonchalant about all of this. What
Her
the
limb
hell?
falls to the
Who
ground,
needs this hand?
and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything?
She moves.
It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No.
No other option.
We won't have
Let's
any
go.
of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world.
What do you mean?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Narrator takes over, takes control.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Ooh. Warn her. Warn her.
Stop that.
Stop what? Huh? Huh, Mr. Narrator? Huh?
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Yeah.
Your body lunges forward,
Whoa!
the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Nah. Slay. Resist. Slay. Yeah, resist.
The
I'm gonna
blade.
resist.
Move the blade.
Nah.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Not slaying the princess. Duh.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Thank you.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
I don't know. I feel pretty
What
good
a
here.
dirt.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
To what? You haven't explained anything to me.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Beavis.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Nope.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess
Well then.
stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 2. The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
What?
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Now, boss, you're one for forgiveness and all, but she did stab us to death. It's true, she did stab us to death. But we were being controlled. We were about to stab her. You gotta remember that. Now that you're gonna pay too much attention to the fact that we're somehow still here despite being stabbed to death. I know, right? It's so weird.
You're
We're back
here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
If I don't, I'll be stabbed to death. So you know what? Oh, let's see. I'm getting a terrible sense deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
I hate when a GM does that. Oh my god, I hate when a GM does that. It's like, damn, I feel like I have some knowledge about this because I've experienced it before. No, you don't. It's,
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Voice of the Smitten.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
I recommend turning around and leaving after chapter 1. There's not much to see after that.
Ah, so all
Okay.
of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Probably.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
He's got a kind of point, though. Hey, Mikkel, are you on your phone?
No.
Oh. Okay. This is more the deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Why? What do you mean saving the world? You're the one that seems to be the one putting it into danger. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Please do.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Uh-huh.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Right.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
It's true.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Okay.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
It does sound pretty consequence-free. I do admit.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
All of them are the same voice actor. Yeah, they do have the same cadence? No, not cadence. It's a different cadence. Pitch, kind of sound to it. It's like if I was talking like this, and then I was talking like this to me as well. Two different voices from the same person. It's really good. Very distinct. I like it. I like it a lot.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I was brought back here.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or
Yes.
do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
No.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Alright. I'm gonna be real with you here, narrator. I've gotta talk to you heart to heart right now. Just because that's simple doesn't make it actually that simple. Because I don't know why Princess bad. Because you tell me Princess bad, that don't mean Princess actually bad. That just mean you don't like Princess. Gonna be real with you. Gonna be real.
True.
Let's see. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this princess. Now, come on.
Just be quick about it.
Alright. So, who locked her in that basement? And what is this place? The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what
Why
I'm
can't you
saying
tell me
is
more?
true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Why do you want me to have blind faith in you?
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Narrator could roll with that.
Sure, it's her beauty.
He's
Why
rolling
not?
with it.
And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Oh, well, if she's just gonna find her way out, then why do we even need to go there to begin with to save her? She'll do it on her own. So who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I feel like, Mr. Narrator, that you're too undercomplicating things to the point where you just don't want to think about it. So if people locked her away, why wouldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
No, GM. Nah. That's not how this works. You want me to be motivated to do something, you don't just be cagey about it.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us.
Why?
I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
No! If people lock her away... What?
No, I'm just responding to the narrator.
Hey, stupid narrator. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look,
Am I
I'm
part of
not
the
supposed
people?
to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
You hear that, Mikkel? I'm special!
Yay!
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Yeah, see? New information you're finally telling us.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
To be an executioner, just some random throwaway person that could be expunged because no reason at all. My life expendable because this princess is super dangerous and no one else wants to do it. Why would I not be special for that?
Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
It does feel nice.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
That's all.
Great.
I got nothing
now,
else.
if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from
always
ruin.
with you on saving the princess. Too. Maybe arguments in here would just leave us weak. Better to be in strength, right? I mean, it is good to be in strength. That is true. So you're saying, let's see here. I'm with them. I'm going to find a way to save her from this cabin. Is it just going to lead to the same scenario of me trying to save her? Okay, so I'm going to attempt one more time to try and save her. If it's the same result as the first chapter, then I'll try and slay her in the third chapter. Might be the way to go.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
Yeah, 2 against 1.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
I hope so too. Alright, let's go to the cabin.
A warning before
What?
you go any further.
Why? Why now?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Whatever you say, Smitten.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Yeah,
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Don't pay. Okay. Well, I got no choice. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries.
What?
A prison befitting a royal prisoner.
What?
The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
What? Hold on. What?
The blade is your implement.
This was wooden before.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What? This whole cabin is different than the last time.
Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Wow.
Maybe that's because
really?
you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
What about the mirror?
So
Whoa.
focus
Is that
on
still an
that.
option?
Stop letting yourself get distracted.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. No. If I do that, he'll be like, "What mirror?" and then disappear. I'll approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
I don't know.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
It's a mirror.
Or at least it'll
I see.
be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Oh yeah, let's wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand
My
against the
scaly
cabin wall.
hand.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What?
There was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Yeah. Hey, Casper. You right. You
That timing.
absolutely right. Oh God. All right, enter the basement. How you doing,
The
Casper?
door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
It's way different. Why is it all stone?
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
It was dank and
A soft
dungeon,
voice carries up the
dingy
stairs.
cabin.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's
You
somehow
came so
even more
late.
beautiful than last time.
Oh,
I can hear
little
wedding
bit.
bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
I don't agree.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
That's a great question, Casper. I've been trying to pry that information out of the narrator for the past 45 minutes. I have no idea why we're slaying the princess. So I've been trying to save the princess. The chain is different. Does she have a nub? Or is that her hand just balled up?
My love,
I think her
we're
hand's
here
just-
to rescue you from your
just
unjust
balled up.
and foul imprisonment.
Okay.
You know she can't
She
hear.
also is
right?
wearing a different dress, too.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
My spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
I'll say.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Thank you.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Ah, yes, we shall hurt the princess because, yes, this Mr. Narrator guy says she will end the world, but he doesn't realize is that we have the power here. We're the one who negotiates and fights.
And she called us a hero.
True, Nicholas.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
But I'm a hero! And the Smitten's just, well, I mean, it's in the name. They're smitten.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
I'll be back.
Gotcha. What? Oh, right-clicking is also save. We'll hit save into that empty slot. Why not?
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Nope.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Well, let's see here. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Rescue the princess. So, hey, what happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
You know, you bring up a good point there. Well, I didn't bring a knife. You killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? Well, therefore we started talking. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
You died, now we're talking.
You listening to her? That's a confession.
How is that a confession? No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or the other about the world ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I'm not. No, that's not true. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. Not so sure.
Okay, let's see here. I didn't bring an avatar. I'm sorry about what happened last time. Narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
No!
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
Perfect, right.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't.
That'd be interesting.
There's no one else like me.
I
think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Point taken. Let's see here. I didn't, so you killed me last time. It hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I mean, we know why, but I'm curious what her response is going to be.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to
She's
free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
Now hold on. If she's capable and willing to end the world for us, she's stronger than any knife or any other weapon this other entity wants us to have. If we're in her good books, we have the power. You know, Nicholas, you got a good
She
point.
made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Absolute cinema! Alright, so... yeah, let's rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even
No.
if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Why not? Those are big chains.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow.
Well...
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
I love this angel and devil dynamic that I have between the narrator and the smitten.
I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
I'm sorry, what now?
One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain tight, titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Yeah!
You wouldn't.
I would!
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach
Hey,
the
look!
princess
Just-
and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
Yes, Stan Lee!
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Hey, we get the hug! Don't you me.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
Why do you think I didn't break the knife?
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Got the power of love and anime on my side. Cinema, you could almost call it perfect. Me to the last cell. Hold on. Perfect cell! Cinema it is! Oh my god!
What do we do now?
Let's see. What do you want to do? So we leave and then we have the whole lives to figure out what we want to do next. So what
Let
do you
me
wanna do?
guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Now I feel like Aladdin talking to the genie.
I mean, you sort of did last time, but this is different.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible.
Look at
It's
the
the
world
only thing
shake.
you've ever doubted, the actual truth.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh, we're gonna do this bit. Please don't give me the option of, I don't know, what do you want to do? Because we're gonna go forever if that's the case. I want you to tell me what you want to do. Fuck. It's there. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
The music!
The princess takes your hand,
With the sparkling
last hopes
eyes!
of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with
Yes!
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
So true.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
I'm so happy about that.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Okay, Smitten, so what are you gonna do?
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, same. Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together. I think I've got this. Opens the door by myself. You know what? I think we can open if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah!
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
Yeah, the narrator really isn't happy about the happy ending. He is so disgusted, and I'm loving this.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs.
True love
and
saves
blade.
the
That's
day.
right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
Nah. Take the blade and slay the prince. I'm not
You're
doing
enjoying this, aren't you?
that. Nah,
You're
I
taking
am
every opportunity you
absolutely
can
enjoying
to
your
draw out
misery.
the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Exactly. Perfect time that time, Casper.
You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works.
Why not?
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Yeah, happy ending. All we need to be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together? Stop it with these interruptions. I already made up my mind. We're leaving. Just ignore them. just ignore them. Wait, but this was the hero's voice and the Smitten's options. What do you mean, just ignore them? The narrator? Am I now the narrator? Just ignoring them?
Good question.
Let's see. Stop it with these interruptions. I already made up my mind. We're leaving. I want to see the end of the world.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you?
Hell
Across
yeah.
the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Your love will set you free. Romantic haze. Achievement unlocked, baby.
Our happy ending at last.
Yeah.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
All that's left is the princess. Nothing else
I'm
matters.
cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Maybe.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Hello low.
Ah!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Now we have motivation.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Yeah, the hair void.
I can't believe she was taken away from us. The nerve.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
We get bailed for her love and she betrays us. She didn't. Wait. We get baited for her love and she betrays us. She didn't betray us. She got abducted by hands. So many hands. As this is the development, I suppose the world really did end. And we're still here. Top of the pecking order, boys. True, Nicholas. We are all still here.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
What's wrong, Smitten? The narrator is gone.
Yes. Does that mean the world ended? A villain vanquished?
Time to approach the mirror.
I'm begging
Smitten.
you, don't do this.
Who? I'm ignoring the hero. What's wrong with the mirror? You approach the mirror. I gaze into my reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Ah, the body! It's me! Look at that achievement! It's you. Just think about it. She destroyed a planet. We have no reason to trust her. She's oddly convenient. She gets taken. True. Now, I will say, there is an interesting idea that it's not just a world, it's a dimension. Because the cabin in the first dimension was all wooden, all the way through. For the second one, it became stone. And our choices affected the outcome of the story. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Not that I knew that the cabin was here or not. You are at the cabin. I'm going to approach the woman in fire?
I think it's hands.
Something
Yep.
finds me
It's hands.
in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I don't know if I like the hands. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has
Why?
served her purpose.
What do you mean? Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Good point. So, are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here. and I too yearn to be free.
Really? So what are you? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Oh.
Interesting. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
A little bit, because it determines who's the parasite or who's the creator. If you created the princess from a portion of you, then the princess was you to begin with. However, if the princess came first and then you came into being because of the princess, you're kind of like a parasite that's attached to the princess, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Let's see here. So, do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel
Lyrical
sadness,
Genius King.
longing, hope, as I witness you.
Uh-huh. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Only that they are? They are what? Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
I see. So, what are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
A monster.
What?
I'm a monster. Solitary lights? What do you mean? What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
More. I see. So I'm a person.
A person.
I am a person.
A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I
Yes.
think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
You think that I'm more like you than I am a person? What do you
We
mean?
are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
We are more than a person? Is that what you're saying? So, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But
Uh-huh.
I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
And if I
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole.
Oh.
And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh. Wait. Hold on. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Okay, make me forget. So how many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found. But
What
less
happened?
than there are to find.
Oh.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Alright. Okay, interesting. So in terms of what happened so far, Arthas, I went to save the princess instead of slay the princess in the first run. Chapter 2, I went to save her again with the smitten, and we ended up getting out of the cabin together, only to have the whole world fade to black, and then the princess get captured by a whole bunch of hands, and it turns out the princess is part of some godly deity kind of being, or some sort of cosmological horror kind of being. I don't know which yet. Let's see here. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
Okay, so right now, this is the establishment of the actual objective of the game being set. Where the initial fake objective of slay the princess was there at the beginning to get someone motivated to do a thing or defy the narrator, which, granted, it's funny because the narrator's a bit of a dick, let's be real. This is now we gotta go through a bunch of different worlds, gather the perspectives of this being so that they can experience these different perspectives to gather into one. That's what I'm thinking is happening here. Any other thoughts, Mikhail? And George?
Damn it. Dang it.
I asked Miguel a thing. I looked over to see if he was still there because Miguel doesn't really speak up very often. And then I saw you standing there.
Dang it. I wanted to... Damn it, I was trying to get my freaking my plan off. I made a comment in the stream like, hold up, who's that handsome devil next to Mikhail?
How you doing, George?
Yeah. I'm doing pretty good. Just wanted to stop by and say hi.
Yeah, how was your stream with Pat?
It was good. He finally beat me, so.
Well, congrats to Pat.
There was that. Yeah, congrats to Pat. But we both got bored, so it was like, all right, we can move on to something else. So
yeah, there's only so much you can do with the same game over and over and over again.
Yeah, like FNAF. Who said that?
I did. That was me.
That's crazy. All right.
I am looking forward to 1,000 subscribers to try out the security breach because I know that's a different experience and I think I will enjoy it compared to standard FNAF.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm excited for it too.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
This game is absolute.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's true. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Shape.
I mean, okay. So you're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back. I'm gonna wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Alright, yeah, I don't mind. Let's wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
That's true.
Not that long.
It's not that long.
But
It's
I
not
know
that
that
long.
I would
It's not that
return
long.
before forever was finished.
Uh-huh.
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Maybe. Why?
If you
Oh my.
close that box, will you
game's
become
giving
another
Star
you
Rail.
in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
Like the imaginary class in Star Rail? I would have never thought of that until you said Star Rail. Security breach is actually pretty mundane. Some parts are unnecessarily long or feels rushed. You should probably do Ruin first, then the main game. Isn't Ruin like what happens after Security Breach? So you want me to read the end of the book before playing the beginning of the book?
Oh, I got a better idea. Just don't play it.
Oh no, I've already
You'll
promised that
always
I'd be playing
come to
it.
the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Okay, wait. What? Hold on. Wait. What?
What happened? What?
Game?
What are you doing?
You'll always come back until you return to mine, and then the game just shuts off. Oh, did they plan for that? Is that it doesn't say crashed? That means that's scripted.
That's actually cool.
Come on!
Come on,
Hey,
Rabbit. Level up your Riz. Level up your Riz, Brody.
Hey, no, I'm waiting. I'm waiting forever with her. Apparently,
Waiting forever.
I hope it auto saved before it did that.
You have returned to me.
Ah,
All right, that's funny.
I never left your side.
All right, well, I'm gonna head off, Rabbit. I just wanted to stop and say hi. Hi, chat. You guys have a good one. Later.
You too, George. So I have returned to her. Okay. I wanted to see what would happen. She'll have different text that goes up to 1,000 years of waiting, by the way. Really? You have returned to... Okay. So you have returned to me, though you were gone mere moments. I never left your side. Interesting. Okay, so if I waited a year, there would be a timer that would compare start time to end time. So if I waited till next week, it's like, I have been waiting a whole week and I never left your side. That's interesting. You know what? I like that. All the way up to 1,000 years. That's cool. That's actually really cool.
How does he know about the 1,000 years?
I mean, Nicholas is the one that told me about the update, the DLC that's coming out, and so I'm assuming Nicholas knows a lot about this game.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay, I will. I'll remember her.
You won't.
Hey, wait!
Oh, wow.
Did I just get smashed in the face with a glass bottle? Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. Bring the damsel to her. Okay,
You're on a path
Gotcha.
in the woods.
You'll know
And
it
at
when
the
you
end
see
of
it.
that
The
path
real Slay the
is a
Princess starts
cabin.
here.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
That's
it
how
will
we're
be
handling
the
this?
end of the world.
Alright, so very simple. You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting Tab on your keyboard or R1 on my controller. Okay, alright. Previously seen. I'll just hit that. Well, what are you talking about? Have you considered maybe they kill it? So the plan this time, the first time I wanted to save the princess, because I haven't seen anyone do that fully before. But now we're here. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Just change my PC date and see what happens.
I mean, maybe some people
That's
do.
a good point.
Or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
You won't. Living dying. Is it maybe the only reason she's going to the end of the world is because she's locked up? Blah, blah, blah. Alright, you know what? Silently, no, this is chapter 1. Now, I'm going to continue. So, I went and rescued
You
her
make your
before.
way up the short path to the cabin.
Let's proceed. Because it's all chapter 1 once again.
The interior of the...
Alright, taking the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
True. Enter the basement. We're gonna
Her
save the
voice
world!
carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Excuse, that's a different voice.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
You know what? Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
That is a different voice.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's
Hi.
a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
So I'm guessing the voice does change depending on if you did grab the blade or if you didn't. If you didn't grab the blade, if I didn't grab it a second time, it would probably be the same exact thing. I can tell she's dangerous. Are we gonna go through with this? Well, I mean, she's dangerous.
Focus on the task at hand.
Okay.
And there you are. Are you
Hi.
going to kill me or something?
Maybe. What was that? Hey, Miguel, did you know you sound very muffled?
It's because of the mic I'm using.
Oh, new mic?
No.
Oh, old mic. Gotcha. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
Okay,
That's
I don't like
not
this, princess.
Yeah, I know, right?
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You
Why?
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed.
Wow.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's see here. Oh, she isn't bothered. What if she kills us? Not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade. Fine, then I guess we're at an impasse.
Well, I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Ah, right. Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It
So
feels
if I
like
just
you've been
charged
hit with a
initially-
sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect
She's a
with your
battle
body
princess!
as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
But you know what? Flee and lock her in the basement. Give up.
Blick.
Finish the job. I am not going away.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
It's true. Look at all the blood that's on the princess, and look at me just laying on the
Can
ground.
you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
True.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice
True.
an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
No.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I don't have to worry. The adversary. Ooh, ooh.
Another chapter 2.
On a path
Yeah.
in the woods.
But the
And at
Smitten's
the
not
end
there.
of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her. If you don't,
Alright, so, but I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the
I think we're gonna need a stronger weapon this time
If he doesn't
around.
remember what happened, then
True.
maybe it's best to... You know I can hear you, right? That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
We gotta win!
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
You know what? Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and this really is what happened. Yeah, sure. You know, go to the cabin. Let's go.
A warning.
Both voices
before you
said
go any
so.
further. She
Yeah.
will lie. Lying
Yeah.
and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The
Yeah.
point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her
This
out
time
of
we
there.
see what happens
don't
if
trust
we
her.
spare her.
Ever.
Trust me,
we clear?
nothing could go wrong.
Crystal.
You know what? Sure.
Let's just get on with it all.
Alright, yeah. Let's see if we can try and spare her. You know, we got our bare fists if we
Cabin
really
is
need to
tighter than its exterior would
fight.
suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your
heck?
destination. The only furniture of
Huh.
note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Or, yeah, they didn't mention anything about the mirror on the wall. I'm gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least
I wiped the mirror clean.
you reach forward and rub your... But there was a mirror, and now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Sure. You know what? Let's go
This
get to
time.
fighting.
Right then, fisticuffs it is.
Yeah, fisticuffs.
Her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win. As long as
Exactly.
you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Right. If you say so.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend.
Yeah,
The
stronger
air seeping
weapons.
from below
These
is
guns.
heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally.
Yes.
It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Hell
This isn't
yeah.
what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
She's a battle princess now.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
No. This guy's
As you
wrong.
descend the final step,
A tiefling
the form
princess?
of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Well, tiefling princess.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
What?
Yeah, tiefling. You know, half demon, half human.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Yeah, that death thing. Who needs it?
But no little knife this time, huh?
Nah.
Ugh, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Oh, me too, baby. I hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's
Sounds
say
like
for
a
moment that
true
I
Australian.
do believe.
True. Ain't nothing
For all
wrong
we
with a
know,
little bit
whatever
of
happened to you
fisticuffs.
last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
True. Alright. You look different.
You look different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Alright, so you do remember me.
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
Are you just going to
Oh.
let her talk to us like that? We're not scared.
We're not
Fighters of
scared.
violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you
True.
really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at
Slay
risk in this
princess.
encounter than your fragile ego.
I don't know what
I
you're talking
agree.
about.
If we're gonna fight her, we need a weapon.
I disagree. Fisticuffs! Let's see, I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. I was going to attack her unarmed. The blade's upstairs. I'll be right back. No, attack unarmed. Let's go!
I guess we'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah!
Your hands empty, you charge the princess.
Ah!
Quit the pessimism, will you?
Quit the pessimism. We're here to fight.
Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her. No, look, I'm rooting for you, I really am. I'm just doing my best to keep my expectations grounded. You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon.
Why are we supposed to have a weapon? We got these guns! Boom, bam, right here!
We'll be fine. Just watch.
I think fighting a demon lady without a weapon is a bad idea. Hell no.
You attack, fists raised, and the two of you fall into combat. Your clawed fingers tear into her flesh, and her
This is
fists
great.
and elbows return the blows in kind, bruises blossoming in her wake,
Skaboosh!
and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
Not bad. You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off. Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
I love how the horns are like a crown.
But without that knife, you'll never be enough.
Her knee connects with your sternum
Ah!
with a loud, violent crack. The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath, you can feel something flooding in to fill the space. Hot blood, suffocating you from the inside.
You have to want to kill me. Like this.
You don't so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow. Everything goes dark, and you die. Are you serious? Well, that's it.
That's it.
Like hell it is. We're not giving up that easy. Now get up.
Yes! The anime moment! Let's do this!
Didn't you hear me? You're dead. There's no getting up from that. Wait,
Get up!
No, that's not right. You're not dead anymore.
Nah.
Yes. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. You're alive.
Wow.
The princess takes a step back and looks down at her pulp-covered fists.
I could have sworn I killed you. That's your face splattered on the walls and dripping from my hands.
Wait, no. My face? You're joking, right? You're exaggerating. I still have my face, right? Touch my face? Can I go get my pristine blade now? I kind of, No.
I like this one.
It definitely killed me. You're not putting me down that easy. Okay, I'm gonna explore first.
You don't. I don't even know how you're talking to me.
You raise your hands and touch the front of your head. She's not wrong.
What? What did she do? What are we missing?
Who cares if we're missing our face? We can fight just fine without one.
Apparently we could talk too. Can I get back to my pristine blade by run? Attack the princess! Let's go!
You clash once more.
Skaboosh!
It's not as one-sided as I feared, but it's still a far cry from what I'd hoped. Her injuries, though numerous, pale in comparison to yours, and the wounds you've inflicted upon her barely seem to have slowed her down. As much as you're trying to ignore it, adrenaline pushing you far past your limits, every movement burns.
This is getting boring. Are you even trying to keep up with me?
She lands another devastating, no, lethal blow. Everything goes dark. Again. And you die. Again.
You know what I'm going to say.
That we're not dead?
Yeah, we're not dead.
Come on, get up. If we can just keep going, we're bound to wear her down eventually.
Are you sure she can't do what we're doing right now?
There's only one way to find out.
Get
Once
up!
more, you push yourself back to your mangled feet.
Yeah.
How are you still moving? How are you still doing anything? Bodies
Fight.
aren't supposed to look like that.
An uncharacteristic terror seems to grip her voice.
She's
Have you
Yes.
seen her afraid before? No, we haven't.
This is how we win. We can do this forever.
I'll say when we're finished.
I'm going to put you out of your
Too
misery.
true.
I don't like looking at you like this. You're all twitching and wrong.
I'd like to see her try. We're invincible.
Her fist flies towards where your face used to be, your twisted body incapable of moving out of the way. And then you see nothing.
Everything goes dark and we die.
Yes, something like that. Well, don't you have something to say?
Yeah, I quit.
What?
What?
He went to the narrator voice. Oh, chapter 3, the Fury, fight your foe
You're on a
unarmed.
path in the woods.
I got the
And at the end of
achievement.
that path,
All right, change of plans. We're taking the blade this time.
Okay.
Now, why would we ever do that?
Contrarian? Oh, no. Now we don't have people agreeing with each other. Ah.
because she absolutely destroyed us.
She sure did. But what a great way to go.
I, agree.
We lost our face.
Yes, it was hilarious. It was horrifying.
Does it matter? We lost.
Oh, why so glum, Rage Boy? I thought you were brave. I thought you were proud. Was all that bravado just hot air?
Look, it was just... The fight was better the first time, and the first time we had a weapon. Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
Not at all. What is this place? Did we end up in flesh?
Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already.
This is pristine
a
cut
very
content
different path
time?
than the last one.
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
Yeah.
Look,
If the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Okay. It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You'd better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice.
100? Where are you getting that number? We're talking 4, maybe 5 directions tops. At least for now. I'm sure I can come up with more if you give me enough time. I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
If we hit this point of no return you mentioned, then what happens?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
The end of the game? The end of the world? The end of my life? The end? Because I've had my life end a few times here.
But is there something after the end?
Yeah, it's normally called the afterlife, but, you know. So now we got the British, the angry Australian, and the nonchalant American narrating. Yes.
How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there.
Okay, alright,
Isn't
sure.
it your job to know things?
True.
Looks like a
Maybe
hand.
we need a better narrator who can actually answer our questions. It's my job to guide you through your task and to state the facts of what's happening. That hardly requires omniscience. And besides, I'm the best you're going to get, because I'm the only one here who can do my job.
So no matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well just sign and proceed. I'm done with this. Bye! Turns around and leaves. This would be funny. I would love to do this at some point. But nah, we gotta go forward.
Good. We're all on the
In the
same page.
squishy. I hate the squishy. Okay,
Why?
good. We're all on the
It
same
isn't long
page.
before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess with...
Come on, I gotta see. Music, you're a little loud.
Yeah, it is.
Turn that back up. I'm gonna make the music a little quieter. The sound and the sound volume and the voice volume I'm gonna keep.
That's it? No final words of advice?
This is the average Dungeons and Dragons storyline. Yeah, slay the princess, not the dragon.
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us.
Yeah, let's proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
Hey, buddy, that's a mirror, not a doorway.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Stop with the buzzing.
That's horrible.
I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it?
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, I'm waiting. What's up, Mikhail?
Just the one who, like the... whatever.
Oh, yeah, he's the contrarian. Because we said it looks disgusting and we don't like it. The contrarian says the opposite. And it's like, I love this place. It's kind of cozy. That's the gimmick.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Because, like, if we said, man, I love the way this place looks. The flesh on the walls pulsating. Beautiful. Contrarian would come in and be like, that's ugly. What are you talking about? I hate this place. It's disgusting. See, Will she even listen if we try to talk now? I don't know. The blade is implemented. You'll need it.
We'll
to
need
do
it
the
if we want to do things right. I say we leave it to rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take it.
Alright, let's see. It's that mirror again, and this time it's blocking the door.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement.
Oh, are we playing a game where we lie to people about things? That sounds fun. I respect and admire all of you, and I'm so happy to be here.
That was the narrator voice coming from the Contrarian.
What? There's clearly a mirror. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly? It means you're hallucinating. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Alright, well, I'm kind of siding with Stubborn. You know what? I'm going to set up a poll now. Now's a good time for a poll. Take the blade. Yes or no? Start poll. And let me set up the poll over on Twitch as well. Manage poll. New poll. Take the blade. Yes, no. Allow additional votes. We'll let it go for 5 minutes. Start poll. Alright, so if nothing else, Twitch is acting as my timer for the poll. So everyone, what do you think we're gonna see at the bottom? Are we gonna see like a full-blown demon princess instead of just like the tiefling princess that we fought?
That would actually be nice.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Maybe 5 minutes was a bit long. Alright, you know what? 5 minutes, too long. Ending the poll. Bam. I got enough votes. It was all 100% take the blade anyway.
You take the blade from the pedestal.
You mean Jalonis making your stomach
It will be difficult
turn?
to slay the princess
Yeah,
and save
sorry.
the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Okay, you picked up the blade. That's fine. We're not taking it with us. Oh? And what do you plan to do with it then? Oh, I don't know. We throw it out the window. Hell no. Yeah, what if we need it? We don't need it. We had her up against the ropes last time.
It's true, we did kind of have her up against the ropes last time.
Did we?
We were doing great, but a weapon would have been useful.
Are you saying that you don't think we can win this fair and square?
No, I'm just...
'Cause it sounds to me like you don't think we can win this fair and square.
You know what, fine, I'm with him. We started round 2 with our fists, and that's how we're going to end this. You, annoying one, keeps telling us what to do. We throw the blade out the window.
Are you serious? Can we do that?
It's already done, isn't it?
I'm sorry, what? Hold
Yeah.
on.
And now you have to describe it to us. Fine. With an unceremonious whoosh, the pristine blade flies out into the night.
Wait, what? I
never
don't
to
get
be
to
seen again.
choose?
Your destiny and the destiny of the entire world awaits.
Hey!
Best of luck. You're going to need it.
I mean, I was gonna choose throw out the window because I thought it'd be funny, but you didn't have to not make me choose for me, narrator, and stubborn and contrary guy. Okay, no, we absolutely did not throw the blade out the window. No, we did. We did. We're going with it. Why did we get rid of our only win condition? I don't know. I would think it's funny. Hell yeah, that kicked ass. Love when my tenants throw things out of the windows when I'm not paying attention.
Let's just get on with it. I'm itching for that rematch.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it,
You really don't, do you? How strange. It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now? Does it
I don't know.
matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more.
Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent.
We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement.
That's a disgusting door.
As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Yeah, that's how you open up a door with no handle. You rub it.
Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness.
Oh, princess.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose.
I mean,
A high-vaulted ceiling
princess.
stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel the air is thick, its odor an oppressive
I skipped over
violence.
some dialogue. Oops.
The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains.
Why?
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned. Do you intend to weakly claw your fingers across my skin? Or have you finally decided to try and kill me properly? I think you'll find it won't be so simple. I've changed. The way your flesh felt grinding beneath my fist, it woke something in me.
Uh-oh. I just had dinner. My stomach isn't really happy with you. I am so sorry,
A fight
Casper.
is a song, but there was no music in our conflict. There was no beauty in what we did to each other, and now there's no beauty in me. Come down and see what you've done.
Do you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
Alright.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a
Well,
deep, sickening
you
red
know,
that drips down in clotted
as bad as I
streams onto
thought.
the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
I had to. There was no other choice.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Well
Do
then.
you know what I'm going to do to you?
I don't know. You're pretty big. Like a giant woman.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood
Hi.
drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
Aha.
And then, with a nauseating sound,
yeah,
the skin
well,
tears.
she just
it plops
ripped
to the
her
ground,
glove off.
and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you. She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer.
Nah.
Give her the satisfaction. That's
Okay.
right. No fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
True. What happened to you?
Time happened. You happened. But none of that matters. We're together again, and I'll have the resolution you denied me.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction.
Time happened. Interesting.
With a horrifying squelch,
Whoa!
you are unwound. No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality. Pah, who needs stuff anyway? Look at us! We might be all over the place, but we're fine.
What? Got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, no, you got the bad feeling
That's
right.
the first thing you've said that's made any sense. We may be down again, but we're not out for the count yet.
Still, you fall to pieces. What is the point of all this power if there's no challenge to using it? This is a numb existence.
Numb? You ripped your own skin off.
But the words don't leave your metaphorical mouth. Instead, all that leaves you is a wet and horrible gurgling as tissue vibrates out of place.
She cheated. Yeah, she did.
Our metaphorical mouth.
You know what, Casper? You're right. She
I
cheated.
didn't leave you a mouth, did I? It's better that way. Words get us nowhere.
She's right. We don't need words. We just have to push forward.
Hey, I like words. They're easy and we can have all sorts of fun
Shut up,
with them.
contrarian.
I prefer having a mouth. Well, unfortunately for you, you don't have one. Not anymore.
Ignore her and push forward.
Though the ribbons of your unraveled body struggle to coordinate, you manage to put one foot forward.
Oh, so there is some challenge left in you. Let's see how long it takes to crush it.
The princess clenches her fist, and as her knuckles tighten, even more of you becomes undone. Your skin is flayed, your fatty tissue torn from your muscles.
What are you? You're clearly not your skin.
Why would we ever be just our skin? We lost so much of it last time. We're obviously more than that. Who cares? I don't like not having skin. It hurts.
The pain doesn't matter. Just keep walking.
She can't stop us if we don't let her. I'm not sure if we got this one. Nope, take another step.
Still you push on, placing one disaster of a foot in front of the other.
Perhaps muscle is where you dwell.
She smiles, and again her will tears at you. Muscle untethers from
Jeez, she's
bone.
become like some sort of necromancer.
But we need that. We can't do anything if we don't have muscle. Okay, Mr. Anatomy, I hear you. But have you considered how neat it would be if we still kept walking towards her
Yeah!
without it?
Okay, I'm with the contrarian
Yes.
on this one.
Yes, do it. Show her how tough we really are.
Alright, Mr. Stubborn. Mr. Anatomy has a point. We can't. How can we move without any muscle? You don't have any muscle. Give up. Take another step.
You shamble on, a mass of organs suspended in bone, all held together by the thinnest strands of connective tissue.
I really thought that losing your muscle would be the end of you. This is exciting. We're in uncharted depths. I can't wait to see how much more of you I can take before you finally stop moving.
The less that remains of your body, the more fiercely your spirit struggles against that of the princess.
True.
Her power, as your organs slip from between your ribs,
Oops, I
she
clicked
takes
too
another
soon.
step
I gotta
back.
stop.
Only now, there is nowhere left for her to go. She's within your reach, if only you have the determination to reach her.
I have the
Of
determination.
course we have determination. We made it this far, didn't we?
Hell
What does this
yeah.
make us? How can we lose so many vital parts of who we are and still be here? The exact same way we lost every piece of ourselves twice before. Have you forgotten that we've literally died? Twice.
Come on. One more step. Do it. Hit me. Show me what you're made of.
Alright. Reach for her heart. This is too much. This wouldn't be better to start over. No. You've done enough. It's time to die. No. Reach.
Your skeletal hand shoots towards her heart, but the closer it gets, the more brittle it becomes. Flakes of bone are peeled away, exposing the marrow, and the marrow melts, exposing nerves, and the nerves are stripped raw. Until what?
Narrator's gone. This would be done 5 times verification. It wasn't the pristine cut because old Fury is freaking neffed here, by the
I
way.
think he gave up on us.
Figures. He always seemed weak to me.
In the end, you're nothing. Just like what's left of me.
But we're still here, aren't we?
Which means we aren't finished.
What are we supposed to do? Hit her with nothing?
Both of them speechless.
Yes.
Do it.
Do it. Something, or nothing, bursts forward from the place that is you. Threads in the shape of a pristine blade. They pierce her heart.
Huh. I felt that.
We actually did it.
Yeah, it kind of happens when you have it widely exposed.
We actually won.
I always knew we had it in us.
It auto-corrected frickin'
What are
its
we going to do with ourselves now?
verification. Wow.
It's cold.
Ooh. Going the distance, triumph over a second adversary. Yeah! You do not get the chance to watch her die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Well, I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
You're not messing with us, right?
Nope. You'll find the princess, all right. You approach the mirror. Gaze into my reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. The bloat, you've grown. You've grown. What do you mean I've grown? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Say, boss, seems the word really ended top of the pecking order, boys. True. Hey, look. I'm gonna approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Okay.
Whenever
Really
you are
tall
ready,
still.
I will wipe your slate clean once again.
So you're the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Okay, alright. So everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
You got a good point. So what does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
So, when this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Alright. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
You got a good point, but at the same time... So what do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Interesting. Okay, so what do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Interesting. This is bringing up so many philosophical thoughts. So how many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
You're good. I'm ready to go back. So you don't have any preference on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I would...
Alright, you know what? Fine. You have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Sheesh, just smash.
Weathered heart, bring the fury to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her.
Okay, you know what? No, I'm done. I'm gonna turn around. I'm done. How are we handling it? We're leaving.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yeah.
Do you even know where you're going?
Yeah. Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go to the cabin. No. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. No. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, this is where we end up learning of the hero voice.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Goodbye, cabin!
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Mr. Narrator, you're wasting my time. Yeah, that's a little bit selfish here, but I've been through this rigmarole not once, but twice. I tried to rescue her. I tried to slay her, and it did nothing for either of them. So yeah, nah, I don't care. I'm not killing the princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger
So
picture. Your
gauche.
task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
Really? Really? Nah, I'm gone.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Power, free will, and legs. We've got too much power here. Seems this guy is in over his head. True.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Okay, Mr. Narrator. That fighting is a... Oh, yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Uh-huh. Well, guess what? I'm only seeing the one person that I'm making the wrong decision for, and that's you. Goodbye.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
The cabin. Why is that on the side of the hill?
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh boy.
Who copy-pasted the cabin all over the place?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Why?
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yes.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Yeah.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Well, that was an easy chapter, let me tell you. No princess to talk to.
You're on a path in the woods.
What?
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Something tells me things are about to get weird. Everything else so far is about to seem normal. Yeah, I'm seeing a wall.
You're here to slay her. If you don't...
You aren't kidding. She actually ended up... No. Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now! I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking.
Hey, Katrin, buddy!
Active
How you
audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
Yeah!
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Okay, you know what? Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
You got a point.
Lie.
That's yep. Okay. So those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me.
What
to the
are you
cabin.
talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Huh? I'm going to sound and proceed to the cabin. Let's see what happens.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Fine.
A warning before you go any further.
Uh-huh. What's up?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Oh, okay, so this is new.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Hey, Wolf! Great game. You need to revisit it? Yeah, the DLC came out. It came out on the 24th. Yeah, I'm playing the DLC right now. You should try it.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
I watched you play a little bit. You did good. You did good with it. I found it fun.
Let's keep an open mind.
So Wolf, to catch you up a little bit, I tried saving the princess in the entirety of saving. No blades, nothing like that. We ran off into the night together. Then I tried to kill her with a knife. We died. Then I tried to do fisticuffs. That didn't work out. Then I also tried to do fisticuffs again. Got turned into a bunch of nerves that pierced her heart finally. You want to give their newer game a shot? Yeah. Alright. Well, let's proceed to the cabin. I'm keeping an open mind.
Cabin interior.
And then I'm trying to run
wrong.
away.
A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any
Always
sense.
have the power and all, but this place makes me feel like we already have all the power. Yet none of it all. Does it even matter? Well, if we take the blade, I have no idea. I remember getting a specific interaction that I wanted to get back at a different choice, but I could never get back to it. Huh.
Why can't we see? What?
Oh, that's wow, that's cool.
I was gonna make a comment about why we can see space from the floor, but
The only furniture of note is a plain table.
Well,
its legs
we got
all the
half
wrong
stone,
lengths.
half wood.
Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
is
The
that
blade
meat in
is your
the
implant.
bottom right?
You'll need it if you want to do this
The
right.
bottom right, down here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's mead.
If he wants us to take it,
Meat.
maybe we should just leave it to collect dust.
Feet?
Or better
Oh,
yet,
I don't
grab
think
it
so.
and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Wait, do we just throw it out the window again?
No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place?
Can
We
I
have
just throw it
literally
out the
no
window?
idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
That is not a simple. The premise that you're presenting is, but you're not telling me what kind of princess. You know, I mean, was she like a more of a demon princess, like what we dealt with last time? Is she gonna be more of a cutesy princess, like we dealt with the first time? I mean, what kind of princess we talking? Yeah, I might actually dip, so avoid spoilers. All right, Wolfie. Leave
Understandable.
a like, though. Yeah, true. Leave a like and subscribe. Trying to be able to play FNAF. What was it called? Security Breach.
Security breach.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see more. Pristine cut spoilers warning. True. Okay. Well,
You can't just say that. And when everything here is so wrong.
true.
Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess, and if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry.
Can I lose myself?
And stay
Can I lose myself?
calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
All right. Well, first things first. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a...
Clean it,
You
and
reach
it's gone.
forward and rub your hand
I'm trying to
against the cabin
disappear
wall.
all mirrors.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
All right.
So,
I want to see
do we
if
take
my
the blade or
theory is-
no?
I'm wondering if my theory is correct. If I don't take the blade, well, then again, because I ran away, it's probably going to be a different voice regardless. I'm going to take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table.
Can I throw it out
It
the
will be
window?
difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a
Destroyer of
choice.
mirrors across the multiverse. Exactly. Oh, the blade the other way.
Switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yeah. Okay, fine. You're right.
Whoops.
This does look a lot better.
I need to... What did he say? You switched the grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this much better? Yeah, okay.
It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Yes! Oh! I can! Woo!
Yes! Do it! Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into
Both
the
windows
night.
broke.
I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without
Both
it.
windows broke. Oh no.
We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done.
I don't think so.
Good
Throwing
luck,
it out the window.
hero.
Best idea.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable
What
materials.
is this MC Escher?
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
What?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Okay, take the harsh stairs, the center staircase, or the soft staircase to the right. I'm gonna take the harsh stairs. Let's find out.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first, a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing
I feel
cold.
like I've seen everything already despite not taking a step.
Your toes feel like blocks of ice. Your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
Huh. What? Wait, what?
You
What's
slowly
going on?
lose sense of yourself the further you go.
What's happening? Why is it all going back to like the early stage sketches?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Oh yeah, no, the drawings are just gone. Oh, this is cool.
Physical sensations dull.
Oh, and the
vanish,
cursor's changed.
until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Back to the void.
Consumption and betrayal.
Whoa.
Skepticism and blind devotion. Rivalry and submission. Terror and longing. Pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Hi. Hi.
Valley Girl Princess.
I guess.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Hell yeah, contrarian. You can adapt to the situation, apparently.
Princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Outside of, the flickering eyes that are kind of juddery, like Ed, Edd and Eddy. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
I feel like we spent every moment in history here, yet only a few minutes of walking has passed. At least I think.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
Hi.
I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures.
Oh,
Where there was once
nice.
just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so
Hey,
irritated
it's
about it.
five. You've only been here a few minutes, but this is great already. Love the voice acting. Yeah, this is a great
It seems
voice
to
acting
me like
game.
you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality.
Yeah.
But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Mr. Narrator, what we saw last time was that the whole world became nothing but hills and cabins. And then everything went dark.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
Interesting. Alright. So getting down here was weird. Like, I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
Why is she a depressed princess?
Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
Great! For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're here? You're apparently a threat to the world. Wait, what? I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Regretfully think about it all at the same time? Huh? There's more of you, you know. So... For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason. You know why? No.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
No.
I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Okay. Sure.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
But what if I want it to be more complicated?
How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade.
The one he made us throw out the window.
I wasn't the one who threw it.
Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us.
Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Ooh. But if we scratch that itch, what happens? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. I want to know why. You're apparently a threat to the world. Okay, so there's still 3 answers together.
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous.
Oh, dangerous.
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope.
Okay.
Let's just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Why are you doing that?
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath.
What's wrong? What's wrong with nothing but her?
But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
But that's all I have left. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement, regretfully. I think about that time you threw the blade out the window.
Wait, that's not right.
What do you
Go
mean?
on. You take a
No.
step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like?
What?
What an unbearable mess.
Try to free her. Trying to...
But this...
What?
We can't...
Oh, God.
Do you not have anything witty to say? Could use
no.
a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
They're becoming a molded mess of
Luckily for all,
flesh.
nothing and
do you
everything
mean?
doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in space as they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Boss, do we have any power if every possibility is happening? Probably not. I mean, probably, maybe.
Did you do this?
Sometimes we do.
Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Yeah?
Please.
Please. It's what I'm gonna do. I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. No, you just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. Say nothing. I'll do my best. The arms came back. The illusion of choice when everything is possible, nothing is. Achievement unlocked! We would never know if she hears your reply. She's gone.
She's
Memory
gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Maybe?
Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
You know what? I'm just gonna approach the mirror this time.
This...
Sure. Let me just have that there. It doesn't feel right. It feels different.
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
I feel small, distant as you appeal. Gaze into my own reflection. Mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ew, I've become withered. Why? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Alright, proceed to the cabin. Top of the pecking, or actually, where would we stand in the pecking order after that? I honestly don't know.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
She's got a point.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How could you stand to be a contradiction? Okay, so let's see here. Doesn't that make you worse? Okay, so at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
So what do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Okay. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Okay. Alright. Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Wow. Oh, I feel bad for wanting to go down any bad paths, but she needs those, apparently. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow. Have you figured out what you want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Alright. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Alright. Actually, no, wait a minute. Oh, I should have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the reflection. Skip. So you to the cabin. So,
I am all
contradiction exists, blah, blah, blah. How can you stand to be a contradiction, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. What do you think of this
these
vessel,
they will
blah,
make
blah,
for.
blah.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get
It
to
doesn't
know
matter
themselves.
how many times I go back, at least one of us is worse, blah, blah, blah. I gotta make sure that these options are picked, because I picked them before. No, not really. It all seems so very distant when I'm near you. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished? I asked that. Do you still not care what I bring you next? So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The time, my gift to you is to let you choose your.
Okay, alright, so how many more vessels do I need to bring you? Oh, I don't get the waiting forever thing again, do I?
Nope.
Oh, I thought that would be a good way to end it. Alright, well, that's all the time I have for today, everybody. I know it's 10:47, I know it's a little early, and I figure that this is actually a better place to end than actually here. That's a better place to end. Back at chapter 1. A rich and vibrant heart bring the
You're
stranger
on a
to her.
path you're here.
So I'm gonna end it here. I don't know if I'm gonna come back to slay the princess, because this has been a fun game, and I kind of want to explore the stuff on my own time. There's enough
Yeah, I think
content
that
to
would be
do
better.
3 streams. You'd say 3 streams? All right. You know what? Fair.
Okay.
I'll look into coming back to this next week then. I want to explore the stuff myself, but I feel like if I try to, then I should probably have a plan, because I kind of did what I ultimately wanted to do for the first stream, which was run away from the cabin, free the princess, and fight the princess effectively. But tomorrow, I should be here with Halo 5 with Otter, potentially. And hopefully that's going to be the end of Halo 5. Maybe. Because we're on mission 14. There's like 15 missions. So until then, I'll see you all later. Thank you all for joining. Have fun, everyone.
Goodbye.
Oh, and for those on Twitch, I'm going to see about raiding someone. Before I forget, a rabbit raid, Let's see who's still alive on the streams.
Is anyone besides me on Twitch?
I don't know. Does it matter?
It says 3.
Let's see. We got Pat. We got. Who have I not raided in a while? You know what? I haven't raided Goblin Fia, and they're playing Resident Evil 6. So if you want to see some Resident Evil 6, we're gonna go to Goblin Fia. And that's fine. So thank you all for watching. I'm silent. Have fun!